Have you ever eaten not because you were hungry, not because your stomach was empty, but because your heart felt full of emotions or your body felt full of anxiety or stress? Let's delve into understanding physical versus emotional hunger. Hi, lovely people. Thank you for joining me. And if you are new to my channel, a big welcome. I'm Jill, a psychotherapist for 25 years. Here we unpack the mind, we decode emotions, and we explore why we do the things we do. If you're curious about human nature and ready to understand yourself better, you're in the right place. Today, I want to talk about something really close to my heart, and that's getting in touch with physical hunger, especially for those of us who are trying to reduce emotional eating. This is such an important step, but it's often one we skip. I know personally how confusing the signals can get, how emotional hunger can completely blur the lines between needing food and needing comfort. So let me walk you through this with compassion, with real talk and some relatable examples. Let's start with physical hunger. Physical hunger is a body signal. It's when your tummy is rumbling, maybe you feel that hollow, empty sensation in your stomach. You might start feeling shaky or irritable. Personally, I know when I'm physically hungry, I start to feel cold. That's always been my signal. Now, here's a helpful metaphor for you. Think of your stomach like the petrol gauge in a car. When the tank's full, you're good to go. As it empties, the red light comes on, and that's your body saying, hey, I need fuel. So, an empty tank equals physical hunger, a hollow stomach, low energy, hunger pangs. Comfortable fullness means the tank is filled just right. You feel nourished, not stuffed. Overfull, you've gone past full. Maybe you need to undo the top button of your trousers, or you feel really uncomfortable. Maybe you even feel sick. I invite you to start tracking this, to really pay attention to what your stomach feels like before and after you eat. Where are you on that fullness scale? This simple practice can be a game changer. Now, I have a PDF worksheets that I use with my own clients, and for a limited time, I'm going to give them away free to you all. The link for them is in the description, but I'm going to talk more about those worksheets at the end of the video. So we need to learn to differentiate between physical hunger and emotional hunger. And here's where it gets real. In the past, when I was anxious or if I was upset, I didn't even register these feelings. Instead, I thought, I'm hungry, I'm starving. But I wasn't hungry for food. I was hungry to feel better. Food became my anesthetic. It numbed me, and over time, the signals they got all mixed up. So when I was feeling anxious, which quite honestly was a lot of the time, my brain told me I needed food, but that was an emotional hunger, not a physical one. And that's the core of emotional eating. It's not about fueling your body. It's about trying to regulate how you feel. You might eat to soothe anxiety or stress, to calm anger, or to lift your mood when you're feeling low. And none of these things have anything to do with whether your stomach is empty or full. It's all about trying to feel better. Now, here's something that can feel a wee bit confronting: allowing yourself to actually feel physical hunger. For some people I've worked with, this can bring up a lot. Maybe hunger feels deeply uncomfortable. Maybe it feels unsafe. Or maybe it triggers rebellious feelings like, why should I go hungry? So I want to gently ask you, what meaning do you give to feeling hungry? Does it make you feel angry, like you're being deprived? Does it make you feel scared, especially if food was scarce when you were young? Or does it tip you into anxiety because without food, you feel like you've lost your buffer and you're worried you might blow a fuse or just pop with anxiety. That's how I used to feel. Now, there's no right or wrong answer here, just your truth. The meaning we attach to hunger is deeply personal, and by exploring that, we begin to untangle the confusion between emotional and physical hunger. Yay! So next time you feel that tug towards the kitchen, pause for a moment, take a breath, put your hand on your tummy, and gently ask yourself, what am I really feeling? What do I really need? Then check the petrol gauge of your stomach. Where are you on the scale of physical hunger? Is the tank nearly empty, or are you still half full? Here's a quick tip for you. If you're truly physically hungry, you would probably eat a range of foods, maybe even a sandwich with a filling you don't particularly like, or maybe just a bowl of soup, or just something simple. But if you're only craving pizza or chocolate or a very specific treat, it's more than likely it's emotional hunger. Knocking, not physical hunger. Now, of course, there are exceptions. Hormonal shifts, hello, PMS, can definitely mess with the hunger cues. And also, cravings can be tied to food addictions. That's another layer we'll delve into in a future video. But for the most part, learning to check your body's fuel gauge and gently questioning your craving can be a powerful shift. It helps you to move from autopilot to awareness, from mindless eating to mindful nourishment. So let's recap what we've covered today. Step 1, tune into physical hunger, learn the signals. Think of your stomach like that fuel gauge and get familiar with what empty feels like, what just right or over full feels like for you. Step 2, learn to differentiate between physical hunger from emotional hunger and ask yourself, am I hungry for food? Or am I hungry for comfort or just to feel different or to feel calm? Step 3, allow yourself to feel hunger and explore what that sensation means for you. What stories or emotions are tied to that physical hunger feeling? Step 4, when the urge to eat hits, pause. Put your hand on your tummy and ask, what am I really feeling? What do I really need? Then check your internal fuel gauge. If you would eat anything, you're likely physically hungry. If you're chasing only certain foods, it might be emotional hunger, and that's worth getting curious about. This is where the free PDF, gauging the fullness of your stomach and checking in with emotions, becomes a powerful tool. The link's in the description. It's simple, compassionate. It's a guide to help you return to your body cues without shame, without dieting, and with deep self-awareness. This free PDF is going to help you to gauge the fullness of your tummy before, during, and after eating. Identify what comfortable fullness feels like for you. Distinguish between emotional and physical hunger, and use that fuel gauge method to reconnect with your body's needs. I use it with my clients so often. Learning what to ask yourself in the moment of craving or autopilot eating. And it helps you build self-trust and mindful eating habits. This work does take time. It takes kindness. It takes you being willing to listen to your body and to your feelings. So if you're in this journey, know that I see you. I've been there and you're not alone. If this resonates with you, feel free to subscribe and share it with someone who might need this message today. And until next time, remember, there's always a way. We just have to find it. See you next time. Bye.